Hey guys, welcome to the video. It's been a little while since I've posted, but I'm finally getting around to it. In this video, I'm going to show you how to make a 4-leg walker. I might have to split this video into 2 parts because I'm not sure how long this is going to take. I've already started and I've built this little box with the core. It's not hollow or anything, just a normal box. We'll go straight off. Let's get our hinge. Make sure you use the angle hinges, otherwise this could go very badly. We got our hinges. Steal one of these. I'm not going to build it too big, just the basics. And once you guys know how to actually build one of these, you can probably make your own ideas out of it. Okay, so there are our 4 legs. First thing we want to do is we want it to move forward. So I'm going to put these in real quick. Before we go any further than that, we're going to get a sled. I'm going to put them on the bottom of each leg. We'll come back to these later. They aren't really required, but they do help with movement and stabilizing a bit. So you're going to need 2 of these on each motor. Well, not motor, sorry, on each angle axis. Now, I built this so the legs move in a certain way. So the first one's going to go 50 forward and 50 back. We're then going to copy the top right to the bottom left. So these 2 will be exactly the same. Then we're going to have this one go minus 50. I'm going to copy this one to the back, or diagonal version. So there is our first one. So if we give this a quick test, you have that movement. So that is simple enough, but we're not moving anywhere, and this is where the sleds come in a bit. So we're going to need a few of these. Our first one should be neutral, and this is going to be put on every single one of them. Now we're going to change it up a bit. When it moves forward, we're going to have it turn to 0. Then after, it's going to go on to max. And this basically means on its first action, it will be on 0. This is when it's moving the leg forward. And then when it's going to pull the vehicle forward, it will turn on the maximum amount of grip. The same thing as before, we're going to copy this to the back left. Then, with this one, we'll paste it over quick, but then we need to invert these and copy this to the back. So now we have a walker. Now the first issue I've noticed before is that when it's walking, it kind of moves off to the left a bit, as you can see. Sometimes it appears, sometimes it doesn't. But what I'd like to do is, I normally, on the top right one, I normally reduce the first bit by about 5. If yours comes out worse than that, you can reduce it by 10. That's not helped much, has it? So it kind of pulls it to the right a bit more when you're walking. And you get though you can see it's kind of going left to right, but it is going a bit more forward-ish. So now we've got that in the bottom right, we're going to go neutral. Make sure not to copy from this point on, otherwise you could mess up with the parts of it. Okay, so now it walks forward. Now the fun part. Yeah, the fun part is making it turn. Now the same idea, we're going to have 2 of the turn right motors like we have 2 of the front ones. Now to do this, we're going to have it turn forward on this 50, and then we're going to leave this one on 0. Now the way this works is with the turning is, if you're turning to the right, you want the left motors to follow on, like, be on their own path, and you want the right motors to mirror one another. So if that one's going 50, this one, oh, my bad. this one will be going minus 50, and that will be 0 as well. On this side though, if we go right, minus 50, put that to 10, then, oh wait, no we don't, copy it over, just realised my mistake. Okay, now if we give this a shot. Okay, I've messed up the keybinds, but it does turn to left. Now you can further increase, if you can further change the sleds to help increase how fast it turns. But if you're okay with slow turning, that is absolutely fine. So I have done that correctly, I've used the wrong movement. Oh, that should be turn left. Okay, so if we learn from our mistakes now, if that one's going like that on the turn left one, we now want to do the turn right using the top left motor. So, here we go. The same action. This one stays on 0. These have to mirror one another now. So that goes on 50. As it remains on 0. And like here we had its movement, and then we had on the 10 on the opposite side. Turn right. Minus 10. Now these ones have to mirror themselves. So this goes minus 50. Okay. So now the left turns it that way, and the right one has a slightly different animation, but it seems to work a bit slower. So as you can see, I've obviously messed this up, but work in progress, shall we say. So if that was the first one, that seems roughly on edge. The back one. So let's have a look at it, what happens. The right side moves in, and that is okay. So what I've done there is I have put the motors in the wrong way. So they are going the opposite direction they should be. So instead of moving inwards now, they should move outwards, which is moving us left for some reason. Oh, this game does not like me today, does it? So, we invert the motor. The turning part is always the worst. Every time. Okay, there we go. So, with a bit of trial and error, we have got it to turn right. We can have it turn left. And we can have it move forward-ish. So there is our basic walker. This is just to help people get used to the mechanics. I will try and attempt to make a 2-leg walker in the future, but for now this will be all. If you're interested in using the sleds to help the turning a bit, you use the same technique as the forward motion, where the first leg that moves forward will have 0 resistance, and then it will start resisting when it's pulling the bot in a certain direction. Now, to make up for the slow turning, I will show you what I did with it. Now, I've got quite a few of these. Now, this is a larger version, but since it's the same kind of mechanic, it has a slow turning. But what I've done is I've put the body on a rotor so it can spin around. This means when it's turning, it can turn around, fire at whatever's coming at it. You don't have to necessarily do this, but it is an idea that you can use. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.